Those three tools, we're going to recap it together. I know you're on mute, but I can see your faces, so you're doing this with me. Pythagorean theorem goes like so. You have two sides, need a third side, Pythag. It's like superpower Wonder Twins. So fist pump. Ready? Have two sides, need a third side, Pythag. Then we had, chant with me, 45, 45, 90, leg, 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 root 2. Then we had 30, 60, 90, short leg, root 3, short leg times 2. That's where we've been at. So the question is this: what happens when your triangle has an angle like 42? Now what? That's where today's lesson comes in. Applications of SOH CAH TOA, anything, architecture, building, manufacturing, aviation. I already hinted that forensics, ecology, forestry, military, infrastructure, oceanography, basically any technology that involves location, all of this is utilizing SOH CAH TOA. I do not have a chant for SOH CAH TOA, but I do have body motion, so you are doing this with me. Stand up. Come on, out of your seats, kiddos. You are winning an argument. Put your finger in the air and go like this. Say, so. I'm going to stand by the D10 board because it's big. So. Put your thumbs underneath your armpits. You're going to scare parents and pets. You're a bunch of crows. Say, caw, caw. Caw, caw. Got it. You're on a very crowded subway. Someone steps on your toe. You're in pain. Okay, ready? And it's TOA. Let's put it all together. So, CAH TOA. That's your acronym for what we're doing called sine, cosine, tangent. Go to your reference booklets, please. You are looking at this page. Reference booklets. It's on the back side of the green. Back side. Here it is physically. Notice there's two versions of SOH CAH TOA. There's a version you use to find sides, and there's a version you use to find angles. We are here on the left today. Make sure you're not using the right yet. So we come over here. I'd like you to box the word side so you realize what we're using as side. When I say write your ratio equation, I want exactly these. Do not take shortcuts and start plugging in numbers without first writing the equation. We're going to do this problem together. Step 1, squiggle what I call the working angle. It's the angle you're going to work with. Then you have the opposite side, which is across from that working angle, the adjacent next to, and then hypo is always the hypo. One of the key skills is trying to figure out when do we use each of these three ratios. The have and the need tells you that. We have the opposite. We need the hypo. We have an OH combo. OH goes with sine. you copy exactly that equation down. Circle, plug, chug. Sine of theta, physically circle it. Keep parentheses around the sine of 48. It's important you understand, you're not working with 48. You're working with the sine ratio of 48. So that's different. So keep, that's an entity in and of itself. Equals, your opposite is 13. Your hypo is your x. Do not touch this calculator until your x or your variable is isolated completely. Right now it's not. Still not isolated. Don't touch the calculator. Okay, I'm going to ask you to chat back what you're getting for your answer, and I'll be able to tell if you're in the correct degree mode by doing that. I'd like you to chat back what the answer, what you believe the answer is here. I will go over it in about 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. I just want to see. It helps me to understand who has their calculator in the correct mode versus not. Two more folks, and then I'm going to go over this because I got about 5 of you. It seems like you're in the wrong mode. Okay, friends, let me go over this. Super quick. I got 5 of you. Somehow you're not getting the correct answer. So let's figure out what's going on. If you got to know. Okay, take a look here, please. Step number 1. And Katie, I think you need to do this. I think you're in what's called radian mode. You need to get in degree mode. You need to make sure your calculator's in degree mode. If you have a small screen calculator, that's automatic. Large screens, you need to follow me. Mode. Down, down, over. Degrees flashing. Enter, clear. Now I'm going to show you how to use the 2 different styles of calculators. You should be doing 13 divided by the sine of 48. Watch me on this calculator. Just watch. 13 divided by sine of 48. The large screen calculators and the TI-30 XSs will look exactly the same. 13 divided by sine 48. Okay. So both of these are exactly the same. Enter, enter. You should be getting 17.49. A couple of you, I think you have a smaller screen calculator and you just didn't finish it. So you have to go backwards. Watch. 13 divided by, try this, 48 sine, enter. See if you're getting the same thing. Okay, those of you who did not get a yes there, text back to me. What do you now understand? All right, first page of today's lesson, guys. First page of today's lesson. There's going to be 2 more times I'm going to ask you to chat back to me. And remember that. Yeah, ma'am.
I can't have my camera on if I'm working. Is that okay?
I understand. Next time you need to get 2 cameras.
Okay.
Get your phone and stuff. All right. There's 2 things we're doing today. I'm on the first page of today's lesson. 1, we're going to find what are called trig ratios. When I say ratio, keep in mind it literally means a fraction. Something over something. 2, we're going to use trig ratios to find side lengths. All right, finding trig ratios. Remember, the word ratio simply means fraction. We're going to find the tangent of angle A, tangent ratio of angle A. So we swipe A, and from A you label your opposite, your adjacent, your hypo. Tangent is TOA in that order. So your opposite is 16. Your adjacent is 12. When you do this on Alex, it literally wants you to stop right there and do nothing else. It just wants you to acknowledge, yes, I know the fraction for tangent. I'm going to take you 1 step farther because I want you to see this and the connection between your calculator. We're going to divide both by 4. So get 4/3. 3 goes into 4, 1, and 1/3 left over. So the decimal is 1.3333. These decimals are what's stored on your calculator, literally hundreds of them. We're going to do just 2 more. We'll skip the last 2. The sine of A, sine. So. It's going to be 16 over 20. You reduce. One-fifth of 100 is 20. So 4/5 is 80. One more. Okay, watch carefully. This one asks for the cosine of C. Notice we're changing the angle. When you change the angle you're working with, it can change what the opposite and adjacent is. So now, if we're working with C, 12 is the opposite and 16 is the adjacent. When the angle changes, the opposite and adjacent changes. Cosine is CAH. So your adjacent here is 16, 20, 4/5, 0.80. What I want you to notice here, folks, is that the sine of one angle is the exact same thing as the cosine of the other angle. Sine and cosine are what are called inverse operations. The sine of one angle is going to be the same as the cosine of the other angle. You can cross these two out. Okay, next page, folks. Whoop, that's not the right page. Give me a second.
Wait, Miss Way, can you go back to the last page, please?
Sure. Give me a second. I just pulled it.
Are we gonna do the bottom part, the
No,
tangent?
I told you to cross it out.
Okay.
Yeah. All righty, guys, we're gonna do these two problems together. And then when I cut you loose, those of you who still want to do more problems with me, everyone's staying in class, but after we do these two problems together, you can put me on mute, and then the handful of you that want to do more problems with me, you stay unmuted with me and we'll chit chat. That would be the equivalent of if we were in class, I'd pull you up front and do the little horseshoe thing. So step number 1, we're working with 28. That would make this opposite, this adjacent, and the y is your hypo. We're going to go for x. We have the adjacent. We want the opposite. I have an AO combo. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's AO or OA. Any combo of OA-AO goes with this tangent ratio. Copy exactly this down. We use theta for the unknown angle. Now we circle, plug, chug. Keep parentheses around this. Circle, 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 circle. You are going to be tempted to grab your calculators before your exits by itself. Resist that temptation, friends. Once your variable is by itself, now you can grab a calculator. We're going to do the tangent of 11 times, tan 28 times 11, and I'll show you both versions of the calculator. Large screens, you're following me now. It's going to be tan 28 enter times 11 enter. I'll do it again. Tan 28 enter times 11 enter. Make sure you hit enter between each of the two steps. You should be getting 5.85. On the right hand side, some of your calculators go backwards, so it looks like this. 28 tan times 11. Unmute and holler at me if you're not getting exactly that. It might be a calculator issue. Unmute and holler at me if you're not getting exactly that. 5.85.
I'm getting a different answer.
What are you getting there, Isabel?
5.176, and it goes on.
Make sure, are you using tangent?
Yeah.
Okay, show me your calculator. Okay, look, okay, do me a favor, hit clear. Hit clear, Isabella. Do this in 2 steps. Step number 1, type in tan 28 and hit the equal sign.
Okay.
Now times 11.
It's still the same answer.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in degree mode? Look on your calculator. Do you see a tiny little D in there somewhere?
No.
Okay. Let me do the next problem, Isabella, and then I'll cycle back to you and we'll figure out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, next problem, folks. This is going to be a chat back problem.
Wait, was the last one 5.8488?
Yeah, 5.85.
Okay, thanks.
This one, you're going to be chatting back to me. I'm going to get you set up. 28. We're going for y now. We have the adjacent. Now we want the hypo. So that's an AH combo. You're copying exactly this down. Circle plug chug. All right, at this point, I'm going to leave it alone. You're going to text back your answer to me. Every single person must respond, and I will let you know if you're heading the right way. Arna, try hitting enter twice or the equal sign twice. Keep it coming, folks. Keep it coming. Got about 4 more of you. Owe me an answer of some sort.
Can you respond to my chat to see if I got it right?
Oh, can you send it again? If you might have gotten lost in the fray here. I got about 6 people at the same time. Yeah, just send it again. All right, students, this is what's going to happen. In about 1 minute, I'll give you instructions. I have about 4 of you that did not work for you. I totally understand. You're going to stay with me so you can hear me. And then the rest of you, you can put me on mute for about, let's see, we're out at the 50. You can put me on mute for about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. And then we're going to regroup towards the end of class. So you can, but I have 4 of you. No, you're not leaving class, folks. You're not leaving. You're staying put. Okay? You know who you are. There's 4 of you that you need to stay unmuted and talking to me. The rest of you put me on mute. Okay, Luke, Shiana, and Katie, seems like we had a concern there. Let's do one together. So Luke, can you unmute?
I just figured it out. I was multiplying instead of dividing, but I figured it out.
You know what's going on? Okay, all right.
I'm good though.
All right, Shiana, Luke, yeah, I'm, even through Zoom, I'm feeling icky vibes. So let's do some more together, okay?
I said I got it, the answer.
Well, you got the one, okay, but you're gonna do another one with me. Luke, you still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
And Arna, are you listening, ma'am?
Can you check my answer in the chat to see if it's right? Because I did a mistake and I figured it out. So.
It should be like 12.45.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah,
Wait, Miss Way,
yes.
when you're doing like the cosine and you like put it in the parentheses, is the number that you put in the parentheses like the angle that you're like doing?
Yes, it should be like cosine angle and that entire, yeah.
So for like page 3 with the first one be 62.
How about we do it together? Why don't you track with me, okay? Because I'm doing it anyways with Shiana and Luke and Arna. Whoops, share screen. All right, Luke, you ready, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, so we start by sweeping 62, sir. And that would make your vocabulary here is opposite, adjacent, and hypo. So 12 is going to be the what?
12 is going to be the hypo.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That might,
it's the,
yeah. 12 is going to be the what?
the adjacent.
Nope. Adjacent would be next to, that'd be this guy.
So it's the opposite.
Yeah. Okay. So we do have and need if we're going for X. We have the opposite. We need the hypo. You tracking with me? Okay, who else am I talking to right now so I know I can pester you guys? Shiana, you tracking with me?
I'm only tracking with you until you put what the cosine is, and then I'm
Ready?
good.
All right. So, Luke, what goes with OH? Sine, cosine, or tangent?
I
right
gotta
there.
look at my.
Yeah, it's right down here. OH. Which
Oh,
what
sine.
Sine. So you copy exactly this down. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be sine of 62 degrees, and you go like that, because it's not 62 you're working with, it's sine of 62. Super important. Don't touch that calculator until you get that variable completely by itself. Luke, are you tracking with me?
Yeah.
What's the next step?
You have to divide sine 62 to get x by itself.
Yes. All right, Kayla, is this the step that we're tracking together? Oh, where am I? Where'd it go? Yeah, there it is. All right. Luke, do you have a large screen calculator?
Here,
Or
it
do
looks
you-
like this. That's a small screen.
Okay. What kind of small screen? Is it a TI-30XS?
I'm showing it on my camera right now.
Okay, let me hit the stop share so I can see. Are you holding it up? Oh, yes. Okay, super important, Luke. Do you see the buttons SINCOSTAN?
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay, there's a calculator that looks just like this. I call it the calculator from Hades because these buttons don't even show up. You have to like punch other stuff. Okay, on your calculator, we're going to go 12 divided by sine of 62. So it should look like this. You hit 12 divided by sine 62. Does your calculator look like that?
Yeah.
Good. Enter. You should be getting 13.59.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Kayla, are you still there? Are you on the second problem?
Wait, Miss Way, are you talking to me? I disconnected from audio.
No, you're fine, dear. I said I'm gonna check in with you guys in about 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Way,
Yes, hi there. What's up?
I have a question on number 6.
Okay.
Is that a right angle? Like the
Are
bottom?
you on the funicular railway?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. It's let me just. Yes, of course it's a right angle.
Okay. Thank you.
Miss Way.
Yeah, Isabella, you ready to figure this out?
Okay.
Okay. Bring your calculator as close as possible to the camera. Okay, so you do have a TI 30. Okay. Which means your calculator looks like it's the same as this. Is your calculator a TI 30 XS?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's figure this out. Just sharpen this up a bit. A little tilt. All right, step number 1. Do me a favor. Just hit sine, turn it on, hit sine 30, enter, and tell me what you're seeing.
I have 0.45.
Got it. Okay. Look really carefully under that. Are you seeing something? Let me just get there myself. Nope. Let's see. I suspect your ingredients then. Sine 30. Is this what you're getting?
Yeah.
Got it. Do you see it says GRAD?
Mm-hmm.
You're in the wrong mode.
Okay.
Click this button, DRG. Do you see right now your GRD is underlined? Go back so that DEG is underlined.
Okay.
Enter. Now try sine of 30. You should be getting 0.5 if you're in the correct mode.
I got it. Thank you.
Yay! Okay, be careful with that.
Miss White, did you receive my homework?
Yes, Ethan, but I do want you to try to load it up on Moodle. That's because that's the first place I'm checking.
I did.
You did. Then you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because apparently the previous teacher I had before you did not check their email.
No, I check my emails like several times a day.
That's
Here,
good.
if you want, let's double check to make sure it's loaded.
Wait, Miss
Alright.
Way, do we have to do question number 6?
Of course you do.
No, like right now or?
Yes, dear. You could do it now. Here, let me just show everybody because that seems to be where you're at. Students, here is the video for problem number 6, so you don't have to hunt it down yourself. It's just something called a funicular railway. It's a very steep railway that elevates to a museum in France. So you're going to be finding the length of that railway track, and it is the actual length of the actual track.
Miss Wei, can I turn off my camera to go do that, Alex?
That'd be fine. Thank you.
Are you gonna go over number 6, 7, and 8 or no?
I'll happily go over it if you'd like to, Kayla.
Yeah, I'm like really lost.
I thank you for asking questions. Okay, be specific, dear. Which one do you want to talk about?
Number 6, I don't understand the part where it was like gain a vertical rise of 36 meters.
Okay. Take your hand and motion. What does vertical look like?
Up and down.
Exactly. So what that's saying is, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So it's a 90-second ride. So this is 90 seconds. That's a function of time. Eventually you're going to do stuff called speed, which is distance over time. What you don't have is the length here. It says that this degree is 35 degrees. The vertical rise is the vertical rise. And that's 36 meters. So have, need, do. So Kayla, what do we have here? Your vocabulary here is opposite, adjacent, and hypo.
Yeah, so we have the opposite and we need the hypo.
You are so correct.
So are we just like not doing the adjacent thing for this
I'm
one?
not asking for the adjacent here.
Okay, so for this one, it's OH, which means that it's so. So it's SIN times 35.
Equation first.
Oh, sine with the cosine over 1 equals opposite over hypo.
Yeah. This symbol right here is called theta. We use theta for unknown angles, just like we use X for unknown numbers. So theta is very common, especially when you get to physics.
Okay.
Okay, now we do sine. Your theta, you were heading the right way. Okay, now what?
So the opposite is 36, so it's 36 over x. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then it's x times sine 35 equals 36. So then we divide by sine 35 on each side. So let's see. I have to put this back in its mode down. Okay, so 36 divided by
Sine.
6 divided by sine 35 parentheses. We get 62.7640.
You got it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Students, read the chat. EK, you here, sir? No. Okay. Sorry, guys, I sent the chat to one individual student instead of all of you. There you go. Check the chat.